Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Blind! There we go, I think I nailed it. I think. Aside from the fact that I just elbowed something. I nailed it! Anyway, in the last one we began our investigation into Byakuya's murder. And I drew some very inconclusive conclusions. Whoa! What's new, am I right? God, that was dumb. Okay, let's move on. Anyway. Yeah, let's just talk to Miss Nom Nom Nomming herself.
Apparently, a great man once said investigation should be done on foot. So, that's why I'm using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason.
Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning. Yeah, that's pretty pointless. Oh, God. Can't do this to me, Nagito.
Hey, Hajime. I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout?
Well, I mean, that is why we're talking to her. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Eh? How'd you know?
Yeah, so you did hear us. Even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now.
Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears.
I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout?
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right?
Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy.
Huh?
La-li-la-la!
Oh, that wasn't good.
I'll heartily eat it for breakfast.
Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie? Yeah, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy.
Yeah, I would not. That's not a breakfast I'd recommend.
Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong.
Yeah, she should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice.
That's not the problem right now, Nagito. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
Leave it to me. I'ma take a bite out of you.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later.
Please don't. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously? And of all the people too, Ibuki ranks pretty high on the list of people who would actually try and eat me.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mihiru. Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Alright, I mean, quite a few of their voices are really distinct, so I could pick up on most of like, what was being said. I think we had like 2 lines from Byakuya. I'm almost 100% positive Hiyoko said something about someone stepping on her feet. Teru said something about the kitchen. I think Nagito said something as well, didn't he? I think so. Right, yeah, I remember that.
What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm.
Okay, I don't need your commentary, Ibuki. Just continue.
Then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Step on my feet.
Yeah, there it is. She's wearing like sandals, isn't she, too? So, depending on who did, that probably hurt. And I mean, considering who was standing around her, that's either Hajime, Nagito, or Nekomaru. And I mean, Sure, Nagito and Hajime are pretty thin, but they're pretty big guys, you know? Nekomaru, on the other hand, is an absolute unit of a man, so... I mean, if any of them stepped on her feet, yeah, probably painful. Or who knows, maybe Ibuki was just sniffing for some toes or something. I don't know, Ibuki's Ibuki, you know what I mean?
What's going on here?
Yeah, there we go.
This is...
There we go. There we go.
Lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys?
Yeah.
Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Okay, Sonya and Akane... Well, I don't know, I probably did pick up on Akane, I just didn't think about it too hard. Definitely didn't pick up on Sonya, though.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Oh, good for you, Kazuichi. Man, not a single line from My Guy Gundam.
Alrighties, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, praise me. Give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer.
Hey, Nagito, say something to her before she eats me! Hey, did something happen?
No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout.
I actually wasn't really paying too much attention. What did he say? What Byakuya said?
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that?
What do you mean?
What the hell? What's going on here? And this is...
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. It was probably in that case... He saw the knife, and he saw the knife because he put on the night vision goggles, right? That seems likely. I think that's what we're getting at here, anyway. What do you mean?
About that. Why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? Now, I can't really say anything for certain.
Well, it's not like I really care. Yeah, but Jesus, alright, Hajime.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth?
Then praise me. Let me bite ya.
Ow, why are you really biting me? Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe my thing about sniffing toes was real, you know? If she's a nibbler, oh dear. Oh man, they don't have colourful backgrounds like in Danganronpa 1. Why has this game sucked all the colour out of Danganronpa 1's... I guess it's not user interface, but you know what I mean, right? Like the chapter screens, now the testimonies. Come on! This game's so much more colourful than Danganronpa 1. Why has it drained it from the weirdest places? Thanks for your testimony, though, Ibuki. Now, let's talk to Sonya, then we'll go into the room Peko should have been in.
There is something I want to ask you.
What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different colour and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door.
Fire door?
You've never seen one before?
It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
I see. It is like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house.
Excuse me? That's only done to keep cats from getting in.
You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors? Wow, where do you come from?
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself.
Okay. Fire door. I don't know how that's gonna play into things. It's not like there was a fire, was there? Thanks anyway, Sonya. Apparently that's gonna be helpful. But I really don't know how that's gonna play into things. Well, I guess I can check the toilet first. Clatter, clatter. Oh, it's still locked. Oh, it's locked.
Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't actually know who's in there. I don't know who's actually in there. Hey! Is someone in there?
Oh god, that wasn't Nagito. Oh,
Hey! Is someone in there?
we knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but
Oh, there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later.
yeah, you're right. Nakamaru, is that you? Did you fall down the toilet? Are you safe? I hope he's enjoying his poop. Can't believe I just unironically said that. Oh, hello, Pecco.
How'd you mean?
I thought you went missing.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office.
Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. Oh, or maybe it isn't actually, because we did come in here before, and it specifically said that like it was ridiculously high up. Oh, heyo. Who does have a long weapon though? Pecco, yeah. Donk donk. With a sword. Just saying. Just saying. Probably not for Yuhiko then, but I'm short joke. Yeah, let's just move on.
So, it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first.
Well, I mean, you're right, but let me talk to everyone else first. Kazuichi!
Hey, isn't Pecco the killer?
Why do you think that?
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone. I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pecco's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Well, the fact that you're bringing this up pretty much confirms that it wasn't, but...
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless, too? Like, an assassin, right?
Well, it's not like you look any better. It's not like you look any better. Oh, hello, that's actually an account? Alright.
Yeah, there might be more clues at this place too. Let's try to investigate carefully.
What you got for me, Pecco?
I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
So I was right! You weren't in the office! But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it? So, where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is...
Pecco suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. You alright? Hey, what happened?
No, I am just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... Excuse me.
Excuse me? What was that?
Pecco, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so... I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage.
Huh? It seems it will be a tough path.
What is with this game and taking a dump? With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pecco wobbled out of the office. What happened to her?
It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pecco as it is.
Huh? What does that mean?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or anything or something. Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive.
Is that really what it is? No, I think she just wanted to take a dump. I guess. Alright, well, probably isn't anything on the desk, but there might be. Is this the desk staff used for busy work? There's no particular that catches my eye. Now, the case probably will be. This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe.
But it's locked.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry.
Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? I mean, we need it, so I don't see why not.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene. But if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we can vouch, like, he didn't have this on him the whole time. Because, like, we saw it in the case. I mean, no one else may have, but we saw it in the case at least, so... You know. We know he didn't just have it on him the whole time. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. Click.
See, it's open.
Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside.
But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him.
I guess you're right about that. Yeah, which is something we kind of already, guessed. Well, let's check out the other AC in here. The remote control is the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 PM. Okay. Wasn't the timer of the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? AC timer's been updated. Yeah, I'm thinking that these must have been, like, set off at the exact same time, and, I don't know, maybe 86 degrees Fahrenheit is, like, really powerful for an AC. I honestly have no idea, because I do not know Fahrenheit at all. You know, we be Celsius over here. But if that is, like, quite powerful for an AC, then maybe... Like, those two were just set at a very, like, the exact same time to go off at a very, like, powerful setting for the AC, which might have, like, tripped the breaker itself, maybe? In which case, no one would have had to touch it at all, which, I mean, to be fair, seems to make some sense, considering that it is, you know, it has been deliberately stated that it is very high up. And besides, pretty much everyone was in the dining hall with us at the time. Like, literally the only people who could have knocked this are Fuyuhiko, Peko, Chiaki, and Teru. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anyone was out of the room. Teru and Fuyuhiko, and Chiaki, actually, way too short and really didn't have anything to knock this. Right? Seems to make sense. Peko, she could have done what I said, but the fact that we've already brought it up leads me to believe no. So I'm thinking my AC breaker tripping theory probably is more accurate. That must be this old building's circuit breaker. Actually, hang on. We were there. There was something from one of the equipment lists that was missing, right? I'm trying to think. Well, what was it? Because if it was long, it could have been used in the same way as Peko's sword, I guess. So presumably, if Peko, we can believe what Peko said, that she probably wasn't in here, which also aligns with what Kazuichi saw, then maybe someone else came and, like, did a knock-knock with whatever was missing from the kitchen, but I honestly don't remember what was missing from the kitchen, so... I mean, logically, that would also seem to point to Teru, but, I don't know. That doesn't quite seem right. Especially seeing that he's the one who told us it was missing to begin with. Like, I don't think you'd use it in that case, you know? That must be this old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either.
And the circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it.
Stepladder? Actually, Hajime, it's just a regular ladder.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who?
I did it.
Ah! It's here!
You idiot said no! no idea what to do about the blackout. So I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course.
Okay. Well, thank you for actually confirming that. That's nice of you. But how did someone as small as you reset the power breaker?
Well, obviously, I just kicked Monami all the way up there, and she knocked into the little lever. Duh. Use your brain, Hajime. Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing things in the dark. And if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches.
Does it?
You know, I'm very elastic.
Liar!
I'm serious. Want to see? Want to see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque.
No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke.
Does it?
Oh, really? Yeah, such a shame. Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe you would, actually, amongst the Danganronpa characters. Who doesn't love Monokuma? You love to hate him.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the circuit breaker. Just the breaker, actually. My bad. Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it, or set it to be tripped... No, I think they did set it, just not with, like, hitting the breaker specifically.
Now then, I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so?
We should get going now. Alright, but where to? Oh man, God, investigation themes, aren't they just wonderful? Oh, hello. Well, I guess we can go into the kitchen now. And then the, is it storage room? The room in the back. What do you got for me, Nagito? Talk to me.
Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area just for the heck of it. There's a chance there might be some sort of clue here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should be looking at the equipment list, considering that we know there was something that was missing. I guess we'll look at the dishes. I mean, there probably won't be anything here. Chinese, Japanese, French, Italian cuisine for... Yeah. Oh. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked. It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself. But it's so big, where did you get it? Oh yeah, it's Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands! Oh my god! What? And brought it over. His bare hands? That man just killed a cow?
That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't sound completely impossible either.
I mean, of all the people to do that, or be capable of doing that, oh yeah, totally Nekomaru. But he went out and just killed a cow?
Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things.
I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Pekka, who took some portions for herself.
Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them. Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but there really is a killer out there. Oh, hey, actually, Byakuya also ate some of it, you know, to get the skewers. I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Oh, hello. Oh, I see me, Hiyoko, and Nagito there. Think you can hide from me. Actually, that looked like it was a slightly different image, though. Because Hiyoko didn't have her juice in her hand. Alright, equipment list. This is really what I wanted to look at. Shit, I didn't talk to Teru. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get the chance. Byakuya must have confiscated all of the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Except that one, right?
Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen.
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
It appears to have been brought from outside.
From outside? And how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
It's strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs.
If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Ah, I see, yeah, that's what I thought, Hajime. I see we're on the same page.
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots.
But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I agree.
Hang on. Is only like half of that translated? Ah, well. Does it matter? Alright, yeah, I thought that would be quite important. Teru, talk to me, little shorty pants. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but I finally managed to get out of the kitchen. The hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everyone's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. I mean, you made it there. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Can you use that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
That's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout.
I see. And I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Okay. Wait, why would that matter, though? Because, like, he can't turn the stove on and then, like, use that to walk around the entire building. Like, what? I mean, we mentioned, like, the portable stove a second ago, but... I mean, that would have to be, like, plugged in, right? Or maybe not. I guess it might just run on, like, I don't know, batteries or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's one of those things that, like, you'd need gas for, so you'd have to, like, light it yourself or whatever. Which would be a whole other problem for getting that started. I mean, you'd be lucky to even find that stuff in here, to be honest. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get moving. Let's get going.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, let's go! Check out the storage room, and I don't know what else we'll be doing from there. Oh, hey, Nagito, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
How come Byakuya was able to say so?
Oh, okay, it's still this. Makes me wonder. Yeah, no, it's night vision goggles. I got it. I got you, Nagito. I know what you're saying. The storage room is really dusty and dark.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room.
It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. What was that silence for, Nagito? Well, I mean, we've got the 3 random irons. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but... why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Recently turned on, eh?
Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on.
Turned on?
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. Doesn't this feel kind of sinister?
Oh, okay then. No, I mean, I wasn't... I mean, I guess if there's 3 of them, right? So I was going to say, I'm not sure an iron could realistically cause a power outage. But, I guess if there's 3 of them on, in addition to the air conditioning, the 2 air conditioning units that may or may not have been on a very powerful setting, maybe they go hand in hand and both were used to turn off the thingy-madoodad? Cause the blackout? There we go, Jesus. Why did I struggle with like that? Get some of that dirt out of here. Sinister. Yeah, it seems like this was probably used for the blackout then. What do you got for me, Nagito? Probably should have spoken to you first. Oh, okay. Well, just that. Okay. Gundam scarf. There's an awful lot of boxes.
We don't have time to go through each and every one of them.
I guess I should just leave them alone.
A wise decision.
Yeah, that is a lot of boxes. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here. I don't remember if that was in the last time we came in here.
Is this a tablecloth?
Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a blood stain? Okay. Alright. So obviously this made contact with Byakuya at some point. But why was this taken away and the rest of it wasn't? I mean... I mean, crackpot theory time. I suppose... If, like... Because this makes no sense, especially with all, like, what I outlined earlier, and I'm pretty confident in what happened. If Nekomaru killed Byakuya, hypothetically speaking, I could buy that he, like, wrapped Byakuya in the tablecloth and moved him under the table. But that wouldn't account for the fact, like, wrapped him in this tablecloth, put him under the table, then, I don't know, when he went to take a shit, he brought this out, stuffed it in here, bada bing, bada boom. But it doesn't really account for all the blood underneath the tablecloth that's still there. Like that, yeah, it really doesn't make sense at all. This is an odd one. I'm not too sure. Not too sure how this fits in. The one thing I can get from this is that obviously someone had to leave or not be there when the blackout ended, right? Because you can't just be standing there with a bloody tablecloth and you're like, oh, oops, I guess I killed this guy. So, right, people who weren't there at the time would be, well, my usual 4 suspects and Kazuichi. And that really doesn't clear up anything, does it? Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to play in.
A bloodstain?
Come here, take a closer look.
It's too dark, I can't really see that clearly.
There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility.
Seriously, it is a bloodstain. Yeah, alright, Godo, are you colorblind or something? Still ordering tablecloth.
Hey, Hajime, how long are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already.
Oh, I get it, you're right. You seem pretty eager to get us out of here, eh? I don't know. I think that's just there for, like, the suspicion of him, though. Because, realistically, yeah, he is pretty suspicious. Like, with all the evidence that we found, pretty much does point to him, but I know contextually that it literally can't be. I mean, unless the fandom has just been lying to me about Nagito being a main character. But, I mean, the first murderer can't be as popular as Nagito is. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. Actually, I think that clears up where this one came from then. The one in the trolley. If these are tablecloths, then instead of this one just being around, then the killer probably took it from here, right? That brings with it its own set of issues, of course. Because then you'd have to leave, get it, come back, not run into Teru. I mean, I guess if it was Teru, it wouldn't be a problem. But then we've also got the whole no one can see anything problem. So you'd have to, like, have it beforehand. Which, again, I guess realistically in that case, if Teru had it beforehand, I guess he could be the killer. I still don't know what this would be used for, but I guess he could be the killer. But I think that logic also applies to Peko, because she can come out, grab this beforehand, go to the breaker room. I mean, of those two, obviously Peko can't be the killer, because we've already brought up that she might be. So, sorry Teru, by the process of murder game investigation logic, you are now number one suspect. But he's also given us an eyewitness account, which somehow manages to make him less suspicious. But then we still got this issue of, who else could it be? I think realistically it has to be one of the people not in the dining hall. And this piece of evidence alone pretty much proves it, because they had to come out and put it here post-murder. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Again, like, following that logic, yeah, I mean, Peko or Teru could be the killer, but then again, I don't know how easy this first case is going to be, right? Because, I mean, Danganronpa 1's first case was ridiculously easy, but I don't know if this one's going to also be ridiculously easy. That's sort of like the trouble with a pretty direct sequel, right? Because, like, it could, like, assume that you sort of know what you're doing. But if I've learned anything from the Ace Attorney games, they usually don't. And they run you through all the tutorials and make the first case really basic anyway. Unless you're Apollo Justice, or to an extent Dual Destinies, in which case they sort of throw you in the deep end. Which, I mean, it did lead to a really good first case in Apollo Justice. Actually, the first case in Trials and Tribulations is pretty alright too. And, I mean, Dual Destinies one was fine. Actually, it really is that the first two games, that it's ridiculously easy. Because, I mean, yeah, they give you tutorials in Spirit of Justice as well, but the Spirit of Justice one is pretty much, like, it is a real case, really. Same with Dual Destinies, same with Apollo Justice, and same to an extent with Trials and Tribulations. Like, Trials and Tribulations still leans on, like, the easy side, but it's not, like, Justice for All easy and stupid. Yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna roll with that, you know? If they're gonna have like it really be as obvious as Peko or Teru Teru, or if because those two make sense from the outset, they're gonna give me a massive curveball, you know?
Okay, it looks like you've pretty much finished looking around the old building. So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage?
Byakuya's cottage?
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself.
Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
You mean I'm worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, so much better to die believing in others.
Also, if you just died, it'd be pretty obvious that I killed you. I think that's... Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope's Peak Academy. Alright, then let's get going. To Byakuya's cottage.
Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. Oh, trust me, it's gonna get oh, okay, we're already outside. It's gonna get weirder. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me. Oh, hello, you two. Excuse me while I, try and make you seeable.
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
To get his earring!
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder. I think.
I suppose so. Purely in the sense that if Fuyuhiko... Oh, yeah, actually, because if you can get under the floor, Fuyuhiko can get in and out without having to run through every single other person. So, yeah, I mean, it adds him to the slightly more plausible suspects list, but I don't know, that it still seems kind of unlikely.
So I thought it was important to check it.
Yeah, good call, though, Chiaki.
I see.
I see, under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of that.
What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it. The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right?
Yes.
And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards.
Oh, are you suggesting someone stabbed him from, like, underneath? I mean... I suppose that's possible. And then they'd, like, slide the knife through the gaps in the floorboards and just leave it there. But would that really check out, though? Because, according to my theory, Byakuya goes over to the table in the first place because he sees the knife. So the knife would have to be above the floorboards. So, I don't know if that checks out. Then is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here.
Well,
I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there.
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either.
do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
No, that's not possible.
Are you sure?
At any rate, seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. Well, that's a relief.
Relief? Why?
'Cause if you could get under the floor from the outside, there'd be only one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi.
Alright, Fuyuhiko.
I suspected him, too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get onto the floor from outside.
Well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyiko came here.
Okay, well in that case, he was not staking, like, he was not camped out inside the whole time then. Or I guess he, might have been and already came out, but... Huh? He did?
Huh? What happened, Fuyiko?
Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone in a place like this?
yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
But he did anyway, to switch the circuit. Ow, Chiaki, you failed. Heh. How diligent are you?
Hey,
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. I think we want to puke.
You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here?
Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
that's wrong.
No, it's not like...
I heard that line, Chiaki. You can't steal that.
No, it's not like that, but...
And leave me alone.
And then he just left.
So that happened, but why did he come here? Ah, poor little edgy boy, lonely.
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey,
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before?
Or like a really edgy main character? Yeah. I don't know. Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Well, I guess we've kind of cleared for Yuhiko then. Yeah, and depending, I mean, if we can get a time on that, it might clear Chiaki as well. Which really does just leave, I was about to say for Yuhiko, Teru and Peko as our number one suspects.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him. That's a relief. I'm glad.
You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is.
Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. So long as the possibility is greater than 0, that will suffice. I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
It seems he has no intention of investigating. Well, maybe he'll turn up something in his own search. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. It seems like we're nearly done with the investigation anyway, so I think next time we'll just go up till the class trial starts, probably. Yeah, well, I guess it'll depend. I might just, like, leave us outside the door, or I might take us to, like, the pre-trial screen thingy. I guess it sort of depends how long it's going to take, but, yeah, in the next one we will most likely finish this investigation, I think. So yeah, see you then. Goodbye.